My mother recently died a couple months ago of breast cancer, and I feel very strongly that had this been available to her 10 years ago, 5 years ago, that she might still be alive today. Because of the early detection. We're a family of alternative medicine. She wouldn't go for a mammogram or traditional testing, but had she had known that there was something that was radiation free, then she would have gone for the testing. Starting even in her 50s. I mean, she died when she was 75, so this would have been detected.
So it'd be safe to say that if she went for her mammograms, they probably would have found this earlier as well.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, and also,
but there are some people who just won't do that.
Yeah, well, they don't especially if they're alternative minded, they don't want the radiation,
and they don't want the discomfort, and they don't.
So, what's their other choices that they might have? Do you think?
Thermography, which is why I'm doing what I'm doing.
And do you think that thermography could find it earlier than possibly even a mammogram could?
Absolutely, because mammograms are structural. They detect something once it's already there, but you don't go to sleep and wake up and have a tumor. That's not how cancer works. Cancer grows slowly, or depending on the person, slow, fast, but it grows. It just doesn't happen overnight. So,
and how does it work? How does it pick up the tumor on the thermogram?
By heat. It detects inflammation as heat. So if you have something wrong in your body's going to signal with heat, and particularly cancer, because cancer has a blood supply and it becomes very dense, and so it gets hot. And by being able to see a hot spot in your body, you're going to be able to detect where there might be a problem. Women should have a thermogram beginning at age 20.
Okay. About how often after that should they have it?
Well, depending on what you find, but I'd say once a year. I mean, why not? It's not cost prohibitive. It makes a lot of sense. I mean, if you catch cancer early, you can survive it very easily. Women aren't being tested until they're in their late 30s or 40. And the women who are getting cancer young are the ones, they die from it.
What do you feel the future is for breast thermography?
Bright, big. Thermography is the future. No, I think it's about awareness, and people need to become aware of the alternatives that they have, that they can choose. It's between the individual and their physician what's best for them. But what the great thing about thermography is it can be an indication without radiation, to indicate that more needs to be done and to take those risks, to follow other protocols. It's a wonderful adjunct. It's a wonderful, why not? If one is 85% accurate, another one's 97% accurate, another one, I don't know the exact percentages, but if you combine all three, or you start with one that's non-invasive, doesn't cause radiation, isn't harmful, and it can put up, a little bit of a red flag, then you go on to do other things. Why not start with the least harmful?
In the light that there's actually no testing for women under the age of 40 today, and they're actually thinking of pushing it up to 50 years old, do you think that thermography would fill a void there and help detect cancer earlier in those women?
A huge void. Absolutely. I don't even know how to elaborate on that. It just does. There isn't anything for those women out there. Okay, here's the problem. Women in their 20s and 30s, prior to age 40, who find cancer, it's because of self-detection. They feel a lump, and it's already in its advanced stages. With thermography, you can detect this much earlier. So the woman who found her lump at 30, if she had had thermography when she was 20, 25, the heat would have raised a red flag to say, hey, you might have a problem here. And then she would have become aware of it and, not died. I can't say this with enough passion. I truly believe that thermography can and does save lives. And, from personal experience, I wish this were more available. I wish more people knew about it, and they will. Look into thermography, research thermography, do your own research, Google it, read the articles, look at the studies. Thermography does and can save lives.